The American president, Abraham Lincoln, writing about the Civil War in his country, he made a speech and he talked about his desire to see the good angels rising above the evil angels. And he was quoting a story written by William Shakespeare in 1603, and he talked about in the book, in his play Othello, where he talks about good angels rising up and bad angels. There is a sense in which in every one of you, and people listening to me, there is an opportunity for a good angel to rise in you or a bad angel to rise in you. Opportunity is there, but it depends on which angel you are feeding today. I choose to feed the good angel. I choose to feed that part of me that listens to God and obeys Him, that considers Him mighty, good, and gracious and true. And today I just want to challenge and to really encourage you to rise up and to let your good angel rise. There is always a temptation in your teenage years to test the waters, to try the waters, to try what you have never been and to do what you've never done before. That you need to choose what you're going to be testing yourself on. And I choose to test myself on the better things in life, on the greater things in life, and those things that have a good report, those things that are virtuous, those things that call me great and call me good and call virtue out of me. I'm not going to be testing myself on the field of evil and desperation. And this day, as you listen to me, I want to plead with you to let your good angel rise up. See, the Bible tells us a story in Genesis chapter 2 about God creating Adam and giving him all the good that there was to see and placing him in a Garden of Eden. Sometimes we call it paradise, a place of beauty. Everything was good. When God looked at it, He said, "It is good." And guess what? The serpent came to Eve and said to her, "God has forbidden you from eating from the tree because He doesn't want you to know the good and evil." Now look, this man was introduced to the good and every good there was to see by his creator God. And now Satan is challenging his curiosity and her curiosity. He's telling her, "Look here, Eve, you can taste the bad as well. You can taste the evil. I want you to know that God is stopping you from knowing the good and the evil. If I have a good life, what do I have to do with thinking about the bad life? Why do I want to try the hippie style?" See the American hippie boys and girls who had been born into wealth and greatness and material wealth, and they choose to go out and try to live in poverty just to test how it feels to be poor. Let me tell you something. Poverty is the worst thing that could happen to you. You would never choose poverty if it was offered 1,000,000 times. It's an evil that we should fight against and try to eradicate, because poverty depreciates a man's value and reduces his status and makes him worthless while he was made in the image of God Himself. And today, I want to tell you this. Don't try to taste evil, because evil will come of its own choice. Jesus said, "Stop worrying, because each day will come with its own worries." And today I just want to tell you this. When Adam chose to eat the fruit that his wife brought to him, the Bible tells us, instead of the first evil they realized was the evil they had done to themselves. They found themselves to be naked. That is what Genesis chapter 2 tells us. They ate the fruit and they discovered they were naked. In Genesis 3 verse 7, it tells us when they ate the fruit, their eyes opened and they were naked. Think about that. they started going into hiding. They were no longer confident. Their courage was taken away. Fear took over. Just imagine, they started hiding for themselves from themselves. Where can you hide from yourself? But you know what? They wanted to know evil, and now evil discovered them. It unveiled them, made them vulnerable. And this today, as you listen to me, I want to tell you this. Making the right choice is wonderful. And when you allow your mind to think the mind of God, God thinks wonderful things about you. He thinks you are powerful. He thinks you are able. He thinks you can manage. He thinks you have power to control yourself. He thinks you are a person going places. He thinks you are honorable. And if God didn't think you are capable of improving your life tomorrow, He wouldn't have been allowing you to live today. So tonight, as you think through this video, I want to ask you today, what is your thinking like? Are you thinking like you can do it, you can manage, you can get better, and you can better your life? Yes, it is possible to do that, because as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. And I challenge you to let your good angel in you rise up. God has poured His Spirit upon us, and His Spirit is a spirit that speaketh possibilities. It speaks life to us. His Spirit speaks hope. He tells us tomorrow you'll be better than yesterday. He tells us we can rise from the ashes and blossom in glory. I tell you tonight, you can change from mourning and get into dancing. You can overcome the tragedy that you have been through, the pain that you have been through. There is, the Bible tells us, weeping might endure for a night. The pain might last for a night. But as sure as the Lord lives, a brand new day is coming. I want you to start looking out for that new day, watching for that new day, looking at it coming to your way, and stop looking and speaking doom to yourself, hopeless to yourself. Open your eyes and see the beauty that is coming your way, because God has a good plan. Jeremiah 29 tells us, I, the Lord, knows the plans I have for you, plans of welfare and not of evil, to bring you a future and a hope. Although Adam failed God, and generations gone have failed him, we are grateful because at the fullness of time, God sent His Son Jesus, who came and died our death, so that through Him and by Him, we can get a fresh new start. Think about that. You can start again. You can live again. You can marry again. You can love again. You can live again. You can shine again. There is nothing that you have experienced that bringing it to the Lord in prayer that God cannot undo. And my prayer for you today is, may the good Lord undo every damage that has been done in your life. And this can only happen if you come to Him and ask, Dear Lord, help me. I know I'm struggling in this area. I have these heartaches and pains in me, but I believe you can set me free. You can forgive me. And He will not just forgive you, He will heal you and restore you. That thief on the cross with Jesus, he said to Him, Lord, remember me when you come back in your glory. Jesus said to him, today you will be with me in paradise. God gave him a chance to live again, and a promise that He will not leave him down with the condemned, but is going to take him out and bring him over with Him to the Father to give him a new start. May your day start again. May you have a new, fresh start in life. Begin speaking goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life. God bless you. Goodbye and shalom. I love you all.